Hello and welcome here. The Sandman has already vaulted to the top spot on Netflix after just one weekend of the show's release. The first episode was excellent. Even if it has some of the traditional first episode sluggishness, it is still very entertaining. The decision by Netflix to broadcast season 1 all at once is just confusing. Particularly considering that a trailer for the rest of season 1 was included at the end of episode 1 to whet your appetite. The subsequent episodes have been as strong, providing Netflix a true MCU competitor if it can keep viewers' attention. Admittedly, some of this can be attributed to Sturridge's physical attributes, who gives the impression that Dream was plucked from the comic book pages and thrown in front of a green screen. But regardless of how he does it, through acting, writing, directing, or some mixture of the three, he captures the essence of Dream, also known as Sandman or Morpheus, in the first volume of Neil Gaiman's comic book. Although there are some characters we haven't yet met, like Gwendolyn Christie's Lucifer Morningstar, the rest of the cast is equally beautifully done. Boyd Holbrook's performance as the Corinthian stands out above the rest, aside from Sturridge. Every time you see the former Narcos actor, you can't help but pay attention, and now I'm just as excited to see what he does next as I am about any other character. At moments, the Sandman has a comic book vibe. The majority of Sturridge's dialogue in episode 1 comes from his narration work in voiceovers. This nearly gives the Sandman a comic book feel, making it seem like you were reading along rather than just watching. We might see this device employed less frequently as the season goes on since we require less and less exposition. But in the first episode, it was a beautiful touch that transported me back to the book's pages. Though it begins a little slowly, the Sandman episode 1 is nevertheless entirely satisfying. Now let's be a little bit negative. Although comic book enthusiasts will understand why, the middle of the first episode lags a little bit. This issue frequently affects the first episodes because they need to introduce the characters, the stakes, etc. As a matter of fact, the Sandman does this all quite effectively. You can sense the stakes of the plot, why you should care about Dream, and why you should be afraid of some other characters, early on in the show. The choice by Netflix to broadcast the entire season at once, similar to how they did with Stranger Things Season 4, is puzzling. The casting and the CGI are clear indications that the Sandman was given a lot of thought, consideration, and money. The film's production qualities are on par with those of a Harry Potter film. In a pop culture environment where regular content drip is used to control the conversation, Netflix taking these properties and releasing them all at once makes no sense. As with any Marvel program, we could talk about this one for weeks. In fact, we definitely will once HBO's House of the Dragon and Prime Video's The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power premiere in the upcoming weeks. The event would be better if we waited a full week to start building anticipation. Let's hope that the Sandman is not harmed by the release model, and we get to see the season 2. Till next time, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.